Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another TV box review. Today I have a new entry-level TV box called the Q1. Inside this we have the ROM chip 3229, 1GB of RAM, 8GB of internal storage and running Android 5.1. So yes, this is an entry-level TV box. Let's see what comes with it and then let's see how it performs. Let's begin. First things first, the box. So the Q1 comes in this box right here, a rather colorful box. Onto the sides we see a 4K logo and onto the back, Love Home Life. So that's about it for the box. Inside we are gonna find the remote control. The remote control, it's made out of plastic, it takes two AAA batteries and I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse for a better experience. We also get a user manual that's in English and a whole bunch of other languages. We have a couple of pictures and some basic instructions in here. We also get an HDMI cable. And lastly, the power adapter, and it's the same power adapter that we've seen on many of these TV boxes. Now to the Q1 itself. So the box is made out of plastic entirely. Onto the front here we just see the brand name and this is the model name. Even though you cannot see it at this particular time, there is a blue and red LED inside there. On this side of the box you're gonna get a slot for an SD card and 3 USB ports. Turning the box around you're gonna find the 4th USB slot, the SPDIF, AV, HDMI output, the network adapter port and lastly the power adapter port. Onto the back we have some rubber feet and some holes so the box doesn't overheat. As soon as we turn on the box we get to this boot up animation and it's going to take about 15-20 seconds till the box starts up. And it's on, and this is the launcher that we get. So we've seen this launcher for many TV boxes. The good thing is that we have the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen, so we can hide the navigation bar and we can bring it back up, and that means that we also have the notification tab on top. Let's start by checking out what apps come pre-installed first. So at apps here we see an app installer, Film On Live, we see Kodi, and I believe it's Kodi 16. We also see Netflix, the Play Store, and Showbox, also YouTube, and so a whole bunch of apps that come pre-installed onto this box. Right, let's check out the settings app. So the settings app looks very close to like stock Android. Let's start to display here. So the display is a bit different than what we're used to. We even have an option here that's called a dual screen. I wasn't able to get this going before, so I was trying to get this going, but yeah, I'm not sure how to actually use this. So we have this dual screen feature here. At the HDMI mode you can select whatever resolution you need, and this could be different depending on the TV that you have connected to the TV box. Now sounds and notification. Here you can select whatever output you are interested in, so it really depends what your setup at home is. And unfortunately for this particular TV box, DTS and Dolby Digital are not gonna go very good. Unfortunately this processor is not that powerful, so yeah, movies with DTS and Dolby Digital won't do extremely good. So yeah, sound cuts in and out every few seconds. Okay, let's see what else we have. At apps here we can just check whatever version Kodi is. So let's press on Kodi, and as I was expecting it's version 16.1. Showbox, very straightforward, and let's see languages and input. So we can check out what languages come pre-installed onto this box. So I'm just gonna scroll through them. Like most of these TV boxes, a whole bunch of languages, and hopefully you see the one that you're interested in. So these are all the languages that we have. And at about device here, we can see the Android version is Android version 5.1, the model number which is the Q1, and the latest security patch is coming from March, so quite some time ago. Let's check out the storage and USB. So storage right here. So the total space available, that can be right. Yeah, so the total space available, it's about 5 gigs out of that 8. Unfortunately, because this box has Android 5, even though we can insert an SD card, that SD card cannot become internal memory, so you cannot install apps onto the internal memory onto this particular TV box. That is unfortunate, but that's the downside to having a TV box with Android 5.1. So that's about it for the settings app and the apps that come pre-installed. I'm glad to say that everything seems to work very good with the Play Store. Most of these cheaper TV boxes have some issues with the Play Store, but this one seems to go very good. All the apps that I searched for show up, and I can basically install any app that I find in the Play Store. And just as I was installing apps onto the TV box, I got to this message right here. So no more storage space. And you're gonna be like, what? So if we go to settings, let me go to settings here. At storage, you're gonna notice that we don't have any more space available, unfortunately, because this is the internal storage, and even though we have more available space, there is no way of actually selecting where the apps should be installed. So to correct this problem, you're gonna have to go to apps and choose whatever apps you want. So for example, let's choose this one, and you're gonna have to move it to the SD card, which is gonna be a lot of time consuming, because yeah, I don't really want to do this. I just want to have the option to actually do it like when I'm installing apps, not after I've installed them. So this is the downside to this TV box. The memory, the internal memory will get filled up within like 5 apps. Starting with the digital rights management app, this is the information that we get. So yes, you're not going to be able to watch Netflix in HD onto this particular TV box. Let's check out and see if this box has proper root access from the factory. So let's give it a second. And yes, it does come with proper root access from the factory. For the internal memory and the RAM, we get some rather low speeds, and yeah, we've seen much better speeds on a lot of other TV boxes. Moving on to the Antutu benchmark, here we get a rather low score of about 25,000, and at the info here we can just see some more detail about the box. So realistically, not that much that we can see in here. Moving on to yet another low score on the Geekbench 4, we get a multi-core score of about 1131 and a single score for 419. Here we can see some more system information, and down here some more information about the test itself. And as you're probably expecting, on the Ice Storm Extreme we also get a low score, so only about 1900. And down here we can see some more details about the score. And on the CPU app, we'll confirm everything that we already know, so I'm just gonna scroll through this here. I was hoping to see the temperature for the processor, but unfortunately it doesn't show up. It was interesting to see the temperature after all those benchmark tests. So the box comes pre-installed with Kodi 16.1. I'm gonna go to system info here, we'll check out some information. So free memory, not that much as you can probably imagine. We only have 1 gig of RAM. And these are all the settings that I can show you here. At videos here and add-ons, the box does come pre-installed with some add-ons. So I'm just gonna, well, that's it. I don't really have that many to scroll through. However, you can just click get more and install any other ones that you may need. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the stream that may work, and we'll see how well it does. And I guess I clicked onto the wrong tab there, because we do have more add-ons pre-installed, and these ones are all the add-ons that come pre-installed, but it's very easy to actually install your own. And I chose a random movie from here. I'm gonna try the first link, see if it opens. I'll only play a couple of seconds from it. So play from here. I just wanna see how well it does. I don't see why it wouldn't do good, but you never know. So I guess that didn't work out. So let's click on this one. Or maybe it works. This box is a bit slow, I have to say. And it started right away, and I can probably skip forward a bit. So yeah, it does seem to do fairly good. And again, Kodi does good on most of these cheap TV boxes. And since I have this open, let's check out some video files here, see what does good, what doesn't. We'll start with the first one. And we'll skip forward a bit. And as you can probably tell, it does okay. As I said before, if you're planning to watch movies with DTS and Dolby Digital, the sound is gonna cut in and out every few seconds. The next file, it's 4K at 59 frames per second, and let's see if it actually plays. I highly doubt it. So I just see a black screen. Now it's like a gray screen, and oh, it actually, well, not really. It kind of works, but not really. So we just get a black screen, and then Kodi crashes. So I'll try to open Kodi once again, and then we'll continue with those files. So let's go to videos here, files. We'll move to the next 4K file, which was this one here. This one should do okay. Should. So, but yeah, it's taking a long time. And yeah, I just see like a black screen and nothing else really. So I don't think this one is gonna work either. And Kodi crashed once again. All right. Yeah, this box, it's doing really good, guys. Let's try that one more time. Moving on to the following file. So files, the USB stick. Okay, let's try a 720p file. I'm sure this one will work fine. We'll skip forward a bit. And finally, we get a file that works really good. I'm quite excited. The next one, it's gonna be this one, the strangest show ever made.
Set that hand, you'll be crippled for life.
So let's start from the beginning.
Set that hand, you'll be crippled for life. These men must be.
But yeah, everything is done in super slow motion.
We can infiltrate the jackleg.
And I guess this one does wanna start playing. Let's resume, see if that works. But no, I just can't get that file to work. So let's move on to the next one, which is this one. And nothing seems to work that good. Okay, so we couldn't get that one going either. Let's try this one. And finally, something starts playing. Well, kind of, because as you can probably tell, it barely moves. Oh, it is very painful to actually try using this TV box. So we'll stop this, and yeah, most video files, I'm gonna say that they're not gonna work that great onto this particular TV box. So yeah, this processor inside the Rockchip 3229, it's not the most powerful processor out there. So that's it for Kodi. And lastly, the speed test app. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the internet working through a cable, so I have an Ethernet cable connected to the box, but nothing is happening. Even if I turn the Wi-Fi off, I can't get it to work. So on the Wi-Fi, on the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, we get a speed of about 13 for download and 11 for upload. So very low speeds. You're gonna have trouble doing most of the online tasks. So that's about it for the speed test app. And it's time to conclude this video because this box, it's painfully slow. The internet through a wire doesn't exactly work, so it's very difficult to download apps. And even if I wanted to download apps, I have no space to download any apps, unfortunately. So check out the internal storage here. So I have available 93 megabytes out of the 8, even though this is totally free here, and I can't really move all the apps that I want onto it. So at this particular time, I'm gonna say that this box, it's probably not the best TV box to buy. It is painfully slow. It's got a lot of issues with the memory management, internal memory management. The internet doesn't work through a cable, so only through Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is slow. So overall, not the best TV box that I've tried. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.